Welcome back. If this is your first time here on this channel and you experience any kind of issues with playback, please check out the link in the description to my mirrored account on BitChute.com, redpill_McKenzie. Now, in today's second video, we're now in week 4 plus of April 2019 with the high-level resignations. Talking CEOs, CFOs, COOs, heads of state, police chiefs, you name it. This is the last one that was the whole Monday, Wednesday, Friday deal, and here's why, because I told you I'd tell you. So I was going back over the list to start putting together all of the different collaborations. And what I noticed is I missed just in the first 5 months from September 2017 through January 2018, I missed almost 400 names, even though I started later in the game putting those together. But there were so many that were added later because more people jumped on, etc., etc. Anyway, I was a lot less once it got to January. So hopefully, when I get to the other ones and start scrubbing through them, there's a lot less. But anyway, that relates to the problem that I have with May. I was starting to work on May a few days after the 7th, just working on the first week. And when I went back to check it almost a week later, I still missed almost 20 other names or something like that. So May is going to come out either the first or second week of June in a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday format. All of them in the 1 week. It's just going to come out like that. But I want to make sure that I get as many names as I can so that way when I go back to sweep, I don't have to make so many more that I missed. But anyway, done with the long intro. Let's get to the rest of it. All the names I get them from this website, resignation.info, from Resignation on. And despite the meme I just showed you, there are a lot of good people on this list. Not everyone on this list is a bad person. There's quite a few. There's some more to come, but not everyone's going to be indicted. Go ahead, check out the link to the indictments if that's something you haven't seen already. There's also a little feature on this site where you can report resignations. Anything not on the list since September 2017, or if it's just brand new, please just brand new. I think we've got all the old ones. Anyway, go ahead, submit it. Once it's been verified, it'll be added to the list. And get this, if it's new and it's notable, chances are you're going to see it on the next resignation show. Every other Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. German time, with the next one being on May 26th. And it's hosted on a channel called In Real Life News. I'll put the link to their channel in the description, or while you're hanging out on the resignation site, boom, right there, check out on that tab, and link up with In Real Life News or catch up with any of the other resignation shows you may have missed up to date. Anyway, now that that's been taken care of, let's get to the names, right? We have the CEO to the Kraft Heinz Company in the U.S., Bernardo Hees. He resigned and was replaced by Miguel Patricio. We have the CEO and president to Aboitiz Power Group in the Philippines, Araman I. Aboitiz. He retired and was replaced by Emmanuel V. Rubio. We have the CEO to Next Radio Limited in India, Vineet Singh Hukmani. We have the CEO to Addiction Campuses in the U.S., Brent Clements. He resigned and was replaced by Matt Morgan. We have the CEO to Contura Energy Inc. in the U.S., Kevin Crutchfield. We have the COO to South African Broadcasting Corporation, also known as SABC in South Africa, Chris Moralang. He was fired. We have the CEO to Amigo Holdings PLC in the UK, Glenn Crawford. He resigned for medical treatment. We have the CEO to Henry Ford Medical Group in Michigan, Bill Conway. We have the CEO for Europe to Canaccord Genuity Group Inc. in Canada, Alexis D. Rosnay. We have the CEO and president to the Trust for Governors Island in New York, Michael Samuelin. We have the VP to General Contractors Association of Hawaii in the U.S., Johnny Higa. We have the chairman to BRP Inc. in Canada, Laurent Boudillon. He resigned and is replaced by Jose Boujoli. We have VP and Chief Digital Officer to Nucor Corporation in the U.S., R. Joseph Stratman, retired. We have the Chief to Marion Police Department in Iowa, Joseph McHale. We have the Mayor to Elmwood Park in New Jersey, Francesco Caramagna. He resigned because he was charged with election fraud for filling in ballots for voters. We have the CEO to New Jersey School Development Authority in the U.S., Lizette Delgado Polanco. We have a board member to Aquabounty Technologies Inc. in the U.S., Jack A. Bobo. We have the CEO to Sonic Foundry in the U.S., Gary Weiss, retired. We have the CEO and president and chairman, all one person, to Iconics Corporation in the U.S., William C. Ulland, retired. We have the CEO to National Cattlemen's Beef Association in the U.S., Kendall Frazier, retired. We have the CEO and President to Franklin Bank in the U.S., Thomas J. Murray, retired. We have board member to Autodesk Inc. in the U.S., Crawford Beveridge, retired. We have a director to Nike Inc. in the U.S., John Shee Leckleader, retired. We have the CEO to Virgin Media Limited in the UK, Tom Mockridge. He resigned and was replaced by Lutz Schuler. We have the CEO to Aviva PLC in the UK, Andy Briggs. We have the CEO, President, and Chairman, all one person, to the Burlington Coat Factory Warehouse Corporation in the US, Thomas Kingsbury. We have the CTO to Grab Taxi Holding Pte. In Singapore, Theo Vasilakis. We have the president to Covington Newton County Chamber of Commerce in Georgia, Ralph Staffens. He resigned and went off to be CEO at Brunswick Golden Isle Chamber of Commerce. We have the president to Wipro Limited in India, Shaki Farouk. We have the president to Anthropology in the UK, Andrew Carney. He resigns, replaced by Hilary Super. We have a director to the United States Tennis Association in the U.S., David Brewer. We have the CEO and president to Chico's Foss Inc. in the U.S., Shelley Broder. We have the CEO to Royal Bank of Scotland Group in the UK, Ross McEwen. We have the CEO to ASGN Inc. in the U.S., Peter Damaris. He resigns, replaced by Theodore Hansen. We have the CEO to Ledger SAS in France, Eric L. He resigns, replaced by Pascal Guthier. We have the CEO and president to Stolly Group in the U.S., Hughes Pietrini. We have the chief commercial officer to Meyerberger Technology and AG Switzerland. Meyerberger Technology AG in Switzerland. Hyphens in the wrong place. Michael Escher. Considering how many of these I've done, the manual error has been fairly minimal with all these texts. We have the chairman to RIT Capital Partners in the UK. If I had to pat myself on the back, Jacob Rothschild. He will remain president to that company. We have the chairman to EPB in the U.S., Joe Ferguson. We have the CEO to ITI Capital Limited in the UK, Max Hayden. We have the CEO to Galesburg Cottage Hospital in Illinois, Jim Flynn. He resigned and went off to be CEO somewhere else. We have a board member to Vitality Biopharma Inc. in the U.S., Avtar Dillon. We have the CEO and president to Teachers Federal Credit Union in the U.S., Robert G. Allen, retired. We have the CEO and president to Wabtec Corporation in the U.S., Ray Bettler. He retired and was replaced by Rafael Santana. We have the CEO to Avianca Holdings SA in Colombia, Hernan Rincon Lema, retired. We have the CEO and chairman to AT&T in the U.S., Ed Whitaker. He retired and he was replaced by Randall Stevenson, AT&T's COO. And I know that in a really old slide before it got updated, it was listed that Randall Stevenson was the CEO that was resigning at the time. No, he was the COO resigning at the time to move into this CEO position. So that slide's fixed when it comes up again later in the collabs. Anyway, we have the Senior VP and Chief Commercial Officer to Lazy Boy Inc. in the U.S., J. Douglas Collier, retired. We have the CEO and President to the University of Maryland Medical System in the U.S., Robert A. Shinrick. Oh, man, that's a tough one. Anyway, we have the CEO and President to Financial Accounting Foundation in the U.S., Teresa Polly. We have the CEO to the Humane Society of Boulder Valley in Colorado, Lisa Peterson. We have these two directors to Barracks Poe PLC in the Ukraine. Pause if you need to read their names. We have the CEO, President, and Chairman, all one person, to American Midstream Partners LP in the U.S., Lynn Borden III. We have the CEO to Panera Bread Company in the U.S., Blaine Hurst. He retired but will remain Vice Chairman for the company. He was replaced by Niran Chaudhry. We have the General Counsel to One America Financial Partners, Inc. in the U.S., Thomas M. Zurich, retired. We have the CEO to John Hardy in China, Robert Hansen. We have the COO to TriHealth in Ohio, Gail Donovan. We have the CEO to National Rifle Association, also known as the NRA in the U.S., Wayne Lapierre. We have the Chairman to Wirecard AG in Germany, Wolf Mathias. We have a Judge to Georgia Supreme Court in the U.S., Robert Benham. We have director to EcoBank Kenya in Kenya, Samuel Ashiti Ag, retired. We have a host to Boom Bust in the U.S., Bart Chilton. He died at the age of 58. We have fracking commissioner to the U.K., Natasha Engel. We have the CFO to Freshie Inc. in the U.S., Craig DePrato. We have the COO to Auto Trader Group PLC in the UK, Trevor Mather. He retired and is replaced by Nathan Coe. We have the CEO and president to Marathon Gold Corporation in Canada, Philip Walford, retired. We have the CEO to Safaricom PLC in Kenya, Bob Collymore, retired. We have the CEO to Hague Immobilien Holding AG in Switzerland, Martin Derschlag. We have the CEO to Davita Inc. in the U.S., Kent Theory. He resigned and was replaced by Javier Rodriguez. We have the Deputy Attorney General to the U.S., Rod Rosenstein. He was a big part of overseeing the Russia collusion investigation into President Trump. And if my memory serves me right, he was the fourth one. He signed the fourth FISA approval for spying on the Trump campaign. So basically, he was being the attorney general to something that he was implicated in investigation wise. Anyway, should have recused himself. Maybe that'll come up later. We'll see. We have the CEO to See's Candies in the U.S., Brad Kinsler, retired. We have a writer and director from the U.S., John Singleton. He died at the age of 51. We have the CEO and president to California Dairies Inc. in the U.S., Andre Michalski. We have the CEO to the 6 a.m. agency in Australia, Chiquita King. She resigned just after 2 weeks in the top job. We have the chairman to Deutsche Börse in Germany, Joachim Faber. We have the CEO to Just Group PLC in the UK, Rodney Cook, retired. We have the CEO and VP to Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Idaho in the U.S., Paul Roberts, retired. We have the CEO and president to Marangoni Tread North America Inc. in the U.S., Bill Sweatman. He retired and is replaced by Cliff Armstrong. We have the COO to Sonopar Management U.S. Inc. in the U.S., Dave Gabriel, retired. We have the CFO and VP to the Home Depot Inc. in the U.S., Carol Tomei, retired. We have Director of Food Safety to Big Y Foods Inc. in the U.S., Kas Treba, retired. We have the CEO to Credit Union Australia, Rob Goodsward. We have the CEO to Lippo Malls Indonesia Retail Trust in Singapore, Guo V. Ven. Resigned, was replaced by Lu Chi Sang James. We have the president to Malta Football Association in Malta, Norman Darmanin Damajo. We have the president to Oglethorpe University in Georgia, Lawrence Shaw. I'm pretty sure I butchered that one like I've done so many others. Anyway, we have the chairman to Cardiff Airport in the UK, Roger Lewis. We have the CEO to Blackwells in the UK, Trevor Gould-Weaker. He retired and is replaced by Anthony Thompson. And we have the CEO to Blackham Resources Limited in Australia. There's probably this many more to come, but as of right now, there's not really too much more on the list that I actually have to do to catch up with the current. But anyway, like I said, because of how it looks, and it's not Resignations Anand's fault, it takes some time to put all those in, and people put in some of them later, and they're from the past, etc., etc. So that's why I'm going to wait a couple weeks probably before I put out May. So it's going to be it's probably the second week of June. Yeah, we'll do that. Second week of June, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You'll see May, week 1, 2, 3, and 4 of 2019. But anyway, don't forget to catch up with In Real Life News for the next Resignation show on May 26th. And as always, if you like my video, please share because sharing's caring. And if you haven't already yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so that way YouTube has no choice in what kind of content of mine that you get to see. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all. God bless you all. This is Red Pill McKenzie.